Is day 77. Today, I am acutely aware of a truth for myself, and perhaps for you too, that I have held for a while, but I have definitely it's been picking up momentum and speed inside me. And that is that if you really want to change the world, if you really want to change your country, your state, your city, your community, your family, your relationships, the fastest way to doing that effectively and with a depth of permanence is to wake up. Is to wake up. And what do I mean by wake up? You know, I've got my website, This Awakening Spirit. And when that came to me, I felt the action and the activity of that. It's a now moment happening active thing. This awakening spirit. People awaken in all different ways, but the general feeling state and the general meaning of that for me today is when we choose to do new things, or maybe things we don't do but we know we should be doing, to assist us in deeply examining our thinking, deeply examining our belief system. Being willing to take all the things we've learned, all the things we've read, all the things we know deep down, all the workshops, all the counseling sessions, to take all of that knowledge and information and to put it into action. And how do we put it into action? I talked a little bit about this yesterday. There's got to be a daily commitment to spending time with yourself, capital S, however that is. Some people have that profound connection when they're in nature. If that's you, then it's just about making the time every day, like any other important appointment, keeping it and going and doing that thing. Simply getting comfortable being with yourself. Not the outer self, the inner self. And being willing to go through the chaos, to go through the confusion, to go through the mess, to go through the family history, to go through your attachments, to go through all that ego stuff that we talked about yesterday. Be willing to travel through it in awe and as an observer until you come out the other side and see the glory and the splendor and the magnificence of who you truly are. This is not a religious thing. This is a truth. You know, we are spiritual energies. We are spiritual essence having a material incarnation. And we have filled ourselves up with the material education. And now the awakening happens when we take the inward journey and when we decide to add some things to our life that connects us with the invisible realm, the unformed realm, the spiritual realm, to spend some time connecting with the thing that's breathing you, the thing that beats your heart without any need for you to be involved at all. The intelligence that has somehow clothed itself in this skin, bones, flesh. I mean, it is truly magnificent. Just spending time contemplating and appreciating deeply your body temple and the magnificence of this machine. Making a commitment to raise the vibration of the foods that you take in. Stepping a little bit away from the processed foods, and during the summertime embracing local farmers and choosing to eat more fruits and vegetables. Everything is a vibration. But if you look outside in the world of effects, if you look at headlines, if you look at what's happening, the violence, all this stuff that's going on, and you try to make a difference while looking at that, I don't think that that's the way anymore. I think the way is to look away from that. You can look at it. You know, it's like, I think it was Esther Hicks that said, put me on the edge so that I'm still able to see the problem, but be far enough away from it to be available to the solution. That's so powerful. That's so powerful. So be mindful. You know, somebody said to me, you know, did you watch the the Sessions testimony. And, I said no, because I choose not to spend any time, any of my precious awareness, watching someone, quote unquote, testify under oath when they were so clearly okay with lying under oath. I mean, that's not in alignment with who I am. That's not in alignment with my values. There would be no reason for me to participate in that game, in that show. I mean, fool me once, it's you. Fool me twice, it's me. So I don't want to hang out with people who are okay lying. I don't want to hang out with people who don't take being under oath and speaking the truth seriously. That has nothing to do with me. That is not my experience. That's not my world. I'm choosing to be far enough outside of that to understand, how do I make a difference? How do I bring value today? So if you're finding yourself on a low vibration because of the news and what's happening, I want to encourage you to turn away, go for a walk, drink something with a lot of greens in it, do something to raise your vibration and make yourself available to what's seeking to emerge through you as the solution. You're here at this particular time for a particular reason. And yes, waking up can be intense, it can be painful, it can be unbelievably messy. However, it can be unbearably joyful and awe-inspiring. And I'm seeking to put something together that acts as a support for people who want to awaken but maybe are nervous and a little bit afraid. I totally get that. It's totally appropriate. Look at this curl right here. I mean, it is absolutely amazing sometimes when I look at this camera to see some of the most funky things that my hair does. But, it's 90 degrees outside. I digress. So that's my sharing with you today on day 77. If you want to make a difference in your own life, that's the only, making a difference in your own life, in your own consciousness. All of this violence and stuff, this is a consciousness issue. People are feeling separated. It's a whole thing for a whole, presentation or radio show. I don't know what. I'm touched by it too, but I'm just sharing with you today that the best way to change the world is to change your life. And the best way to change your life is to wake up. And if you don't know what that means for you, get quiet, go for that walk, and ask your inner self. Ask that intelligence that's been waiting for you to recognize it. Ask it. What's my waking up look like? Show me. This is day 77.